George Anthony.
You guys are all phony. Nobody knows me. It's fine. I appreciate everybody being. When Matt asked me to do the show, I was like, hell yeah. I don't want to do it, right? And then he was like, no, but what's your name?
Jared.
He was like, Jared's gonna be there. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. So, my father was like brutally murdered.
Good opener.
I know. Thank you guys for being cool like that. I can only talk about it because it's happened, like 4 or 5 days ago. And I want to tell you his last joke that he told me. He's like a real cool guy. It's a stock thing, but it's fine. I'm gonna tell you his last joke he told me before he was brutally murdered. Is that cool? Yeah. All right. So this guy, he has a kid, and his kid's birthday coming up. So he's gonna go to a pet store to get his kid a present for his birthday, right? So he walks in the pet store, and he walks down the aisle, and he sees these 2 canaries, right? And one of them is just being like a canary, just being a bird. The other one is singing. This one is singing beautiful, like Frank Sinatra, right? So the guy goes up to the clerk, and he's like, hey, how much for the singing canary? And the clerk's like, oh, that's going to be about $3,500. He's like, dude, no canary is worth $3,500, even if they're singing. How much for the non-singing one? He's like, well, that's going to be $5,700. And he was like, wait a minute. Why is the non-singing one so much more than the singing one? And the clerk goes, oh, because he writes all of his songs. Now, you can find it on the internet. My dad does that. Now I'm going to tell you how my dad told me the joke. Because I love him and I miss him and I want to share this with you guys, right? So this is my dad telling the joke. All right. Okay. So there's a guy. He's a guy. And mind you, he's losing his mind towards the end of his life, too. I just want to let you know that. There was a guy, and he wasn't married, but he had a kid. And it was It was a kid's. He was having a party. It was his birthday. It was his kid's birthday. And so the guy with the kid who's having a birthday, he's He's gonna get him, He's gonna get him something. So there's a guy with a kid. It's the kid's birthday. He's gonna get him, And so he goes to a place. A place where they have like animals and shit. No, they sell the animals. They're like little fucking. It's like a store of animals for sale. And I'm like, a pet store? No. Pet shop. So the guy with the kid, he wasn't married though. He has a birthday. It's the kid's birthday party. Ha! And he's going to a pet shop. So he goes to the pet shop. He drives over there. And it's like downtown. I don't know where it's at. So he walks in. Remember, it's the guy with the kid. So he's there to buy something, buy an animal. So he walks into the pet shop, and he goes down this aisle, and in the aisle, they had puppies, and had a frog. And like a snake or something, and a turtle. They had a turtle, so the guy walks past. What did I say? The dog, the rabbit. He walks past a bunch of shit. So he sees these two. There's two of them. They're not like finches. But they're birds. I'm like, they're birds. He's like, yeah. Have you heard this? So they're birds, but they're not like, they're not like finches. They're what I'm like, parakeets? No. They sing and stuff. You remember that movie with Michael Douglas? And he was in like a cave, and they played folk song because he got trapped in the cave. They have like a bird down there. Damn, that was a good movie too, man. He's dead, right? But they had a bird. I'm like, a canary? No. Not a canary. Look on your phone. Is it canary? All right, so he had two canaries. And one of them is just being like a parakeet or whatever, right? And the other one... The other one is like, he's singing. Who do you like? Who do you like? And I was like, Keith Sweat. No. And I'm like, Michael Bublé? Yeah, Frank Sinatra. So Frank Sinatra. So he's singing beautiful like Frank Sinatra, right? And then the other one, he's just being like, he's just there. So the guy's like, whoa, because he had the kid, remember? And he wasn't married. So he goes back and he passes like what I say? He passes by a gerbil, a hamster, a turtle. And he walks up to the guy that's there, the technician. And I'm like, no, it's the employee. No, he works there. And I'm like, so the owner? No, the guy works there. I was like, the clerk. And he goes up to the clerk. He's like, hey, I walked down the aisle with the rabbit and the dogs and the cats and the turtle. Remember that. And I saw the two, what do you call it? What'd you use? Canaries. Right? And so one of them singing like Tony Bennett. He's amazing, right? And the other one is there. And so the clerk worker guy, the technician, he looks him right in his eyes and he's like, hey, how much, if you look past, I need to get through this. This is helping me out, all right? Please. This memory of my father, who was brutally murdered, by the way. So my dad goes, he walks past all that shit, and he's like, or you look past it, look, that one, he's not singing. hold on. I'm here for my son who's having a birthday party. And so I'm going to pick out not the one that's not singing. The one that's singing. And the guy, not the guy with the son who's having the birthday party, who wasn't married either. The other guy, the guy that works there, I told you, right? He asked him, he's like, how much for the bird? The one that's, not the other one. That one. And the store shop owner, he looks at the guy with the kid, right? Who wasn't married, and he tells him, wait, you mean the canary passed the rabbit and the turtle and the hamster? And he was like, no. It's the other bird past the dog and the frog and the turtle. And then the guy was like, oh. This is very emotional. I apologize for breaking the character. He was like, oh, that one. But then he told him, we don't take checks here, which I don't know why he told me. That one's gonna be like a lot of money. And the guy who had the kid for his birthday, he was like, oh, okay, well, I don't have a lot of money. How much is the other one less money? And the guy, you mean the one past? That one's less money. He's like, all right, well, I'll take the one with less money then. And he's like, actually, it's not less money. And the guy, not the guy that's working there. The guy, I can't even finish it. I murdered my father. Damn, that killed like 10 minutes, yo. All right.